Next up, we have Rage Anarchy Edition. Funny enough, with this, there's a little bit of a funny story with this one. Uh, so, I think it was the first year I was working at my current job now. I am an accountant, uh, and specifically for a flight agency. And thankfully, with this job, they're very good. And one thing to do, they give bonuses, and they give bonuses with in the form of a gift certificate at like a mall or whatever. And so I actually went into this mall and specifically into EB Games to pick up Battlefield 3 because I knew Tyson wanted me to pick it up to play with him. And unfortunately, they did not have it. And I didn't want to go there all this way to get nothing. And since it was a gift card, I didn't really pay for anything. So the only game I didn't really have that I was somewhat interested in was Rage. So I ended up picking up this game for like full price. So at the time it was like $60, and I think the gift certificate was $100. So it covered the majority of that. And overall, I liked it. I thought I know some people they didn't really care for the game. I liked it. I thought it was really good, and I specifically liked like the animation of the enemies and whatnot. And I thought the shooting was decent enough. And plus, I'm a sucker for like this post-apocalyptic Mad Max sort of thing, and it had that vibe going in spades. So I have other Ratchet and Clank games on the PS3, but they're in digital form. So I have all the trilogy in digital form. I want to get these. I want to get those games eventually as a physical release because they did release the trilogy as a physical release. But I have Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction, and I actually would like to get all of the Ratchet and Clank games that I can get on the PS3 in physical form if possible. I really like this game. I actually got this when I got my PS3 originally. The only game I got with it was Uncharted 2 and Killzone 2. And I wanted to get something else to play online. And so I figured Call of Duty, being the thing at the time, would be a game I'd want to get. Excuse me. A game I want to get. So I went on eBay, and some lady was selling a lot of games, and this happened to be in the lot with the Modern Warfare 2 game, and so I got this game and a few other ones, and I really enjoyed it. It was like really my first taste of the Ratchet games, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great platformer. Next up, we have Rayman Origins, and even though it says $29.99 there on the sticker price, I did not pay that. I got this actually through a Rogers closing sale, and it was this and another game we'll get to later. Uh, I think I got both games for $10, $15, and I really enjoyed this platforming game. I thought it was really neat. I liked the art style in this. I thought the controls were snappy and quick, and I really enjoyed that game. Next up, and funny enough, this game is actually now available on the Xbox One backwards compatibility, and it made big news. So much so that people were actually buying the games in waves and whatnot. This is Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year edition. So this is the greatest hits edition, and so this includes both the original game Red Dead Redemption as well as Undead Nightmare. And I haven't actually played this version of the game, so I'm interested to finally get into it. And since it's such a big deal now on the Xbox One, I thought maybe I would actually finally decide to play this here on the PS3. So even though I want to get this one on the PS4 at some point and basically probably sell this off at some point, this is Resident Evil 6. I bought this when it first came out, and a lot of people do not. Well, actually, it's actually kind of split. Because if you look at the rating, it's kind of split. I think even a lot of the fans are kind of split on this one. Some people absolutely hate it. Some people are like, that's all right. I thought it was fun. Like now, granted, it wasn't really like a big. It didn't really feel like Resident Evil, with the exception of Leon's campaign. But like overall, I thought it was all right, and we played it. Bulaka and myself, we played it co-op, and we enjoyed ourselves. And I thought the graphics were actually well done in it, and I enjoyed it. Overall, I mean, I played two of the campaigns. I played the one with Chris and then Leon, and the only one I didn't play, well, there's two other ones. uh, Wesker's son, and Ada Wong. I didn't play her. I think it's like a secret campaign or something. And but the two I did play, I really enjoyed it, and I liked how they had these multiple campaigns. So you had Leon's campaign that was kind of uh, it was kind of more in the horror vein of Resident Evil. Then you had Chris's was more like Resident Evil 5, action oriented Resident Evil, and I like that. They added a lot of game to it. Now I guess at the end of the day, it depends on what kind of game you're looking for, and maybe if you're like into the horror, maybe you didn't get enough of the horror. If you're more into the actiony or Resident Evil, maybe you didn't get a lot of that either. Personally, I didn't mind it. And granted, it's not the best game, but it's not the worst. And speaking about worst, this is probably right up there. We have Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Now, the thing with this one, I thought it was a great idea, and boy was I wrong. But the idea of it was really, really cool. Basically, it was about these spec ops guys who go into Raccoon City to get like the was it the T virus, and to get it and extract it, while all the events of Raccoon City were taking place around them. Really neat concept, neat idea. The execution, on the other hand, was just horrible. And Slant Six, I believe that's who developed this. I want to say it's Slant Six. Anyways, whoever developed one of the SOCOM games, SOCOM, I can't remember. Confrontation, I think. Is that the name of the game? Whatever. Anyways, the one SOCOM game that wasn't made by Zipper Studios, they did a decent job on that game. So I thought by taking that, which this game was supposed to again be a squad-based game, I thought that having old SOCOM guys coming onto this game and developing a SOCOM-like shooter in the Resident Evil universe world would be a cool mashup. And unfortunately, it didn't play out the way it should have. But even still, I am a big Resident Evil fan, and even still, I got some wild enjoyment out of it. But it's not a great game, not by a long shot. So next up, we have 3 games here. This is a trilogy. So we have Resistance: Fall of Man, Resistance 2, and finally Resistance 3. And I enjoy every one of these things. And by the way, Buaka85 actually did a Let's Play on the entire trilogy, so if you want to check that out, that'd be cool. But yeah, of these, I really enjoyed. Honestly, I know a lot of people like the original quite a bit. I actually enjoyed 3 quite a bit. I thought it was really, really good. Although maybe a little short, but I liked how they took the story of that. Like they took the main character from the first and second game. Who is it? Cole? I can't remember what's his name. It doesn't actually. Lieutenant Nathan Hale. Hale, sorry. So something happens to him in the second one, so they had a new character for the third one, and I didn't know how that was going to play out, but it actually was really well done, and I really enjoyed it. And at the time, and I don't know, maybe I haven't played it since, but it looked really, really good. Next up, we have the Sly Cooper collection. I guess we can also pop up here. We have Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. And all these are actually really good. I played the first 2 of the Sly Cooper games through to completion. I haven't played Sly 3 yet or Thieves in Time, but from what I played on them, they're really, really cool. It's kind of almost like a kid's Splinter Cell in a lot of ways, but also at the same time a platformer. And I really, really enjoyed it. So speaking about SOCOM, we have the second game of that Rogers sale. So remember how I said we got 2 games through the Rogers sale. So it was 2 for $30. The second game was SOCOM 4. And this was I think it was the last game that Zipper actually developed, which was too bad. But I really enjoyed the single player. The online, I didn't really like it, and I wasn't alone in that one. A lot of people compared it to like they Call of Duty-fied it so to speak. And I do agree with them. I think they kind of seen what Call of Duty was doing and tried to do some of those things, especially with loadouts and whatnot. And it didn't work for a SOCOM game. This is one of the games that I got in that lot on eBay. I played it for about maybe 10 minutes and didn't really like it. Now I might go back to this one. Some people say it's actually really good, so I don't know what kind of put me off on this one. Maybe I wasn't feeling Spider-Man. I wasn't in Spider-Man mood at the time. But of course, this is Spider-Man Web of Shadows, and like I said, I heard people say good things about it, but we'll see. We have, I guess you can say, a remake or a sequel or both. Twisted Metal. I bought this when it first came out, and I played it for about a couple weeks, and that was about it. But with that being said, the couple weeks that I did play with it was really, really cool. The problem with the game is it actually died off. The community died off really, really quickly, and which was unfortunate because I did enjoy the time I put into it. But again, life got in the way, and by the time I got back to it, the community was all but dead. So it is what it is. Now, you guys seen I actually have the trilogy on the PS4 because they released it as a remastered collection, I should say. But these are the originals. So this is Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and then finally the game I'm currently playing, obviously on the PS4, Drake's Deception. And of these, again, if you watch my Let's Play, I think I've already said this, but I would probably go Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and then Drake's Fortune. And by the way, as far as, because that's another thing, like the PS4 version did not have online play, because they didn't include the online multiplayer for either 2 or 3. I really liked the multiplayer in 2. I played that quite a bit, and I think even a few videos on this channel with that. The problem was when they had the multiplayer for 3, I didn't really like how they were kind of, again, doing what the problem with SOCOM, which was Call of Duty-fying it. They kind of did the same thing with loadouts and stuff like that, and I didn't think that really suited Uncharted all that well. I thought Uncharted 2 did a good job of like kind of copying Halo, where you have like power weapons, and I thought by going that route, I thought really was a smart thing to do, but apparently they didn't think that way. I found that Uncharted 4 multiplayer, they kind of had a nice balance there. Next up, I am a huge fan, of course, a fan of zombies, but also I'm a fan of the show based on zombies. It's Walking Dead Survival Instinct, and this game is not that great. With that being said, I am a Walking Dead fan, and I will put up with crap just to play as Daryl. And you do play as Daryl in this game, and to be fair, there are some aspects of this game I do enjoy. I like how you make stops. The whole idea of this game is that you're on this journey to Atlanta, and of course at the end you'll meet up with Rick or whatever. But the whole idea is you're doing this road trip, and you have to make stops along the way. But see, the thing is, like when you're planning your road trip, you have to decide, what road do I want to take, and depending on the road, one road might get you there quicker. Another road may take longer, but there's less walkers, and you kind of have to decide which way you want to go, and depending on what situation or what route you take could affect whether you have to stop for gas and get gas, and or maybe you come in contact with zombies and you got to kill some zombies. It was a neat concept, and to some aspects it does succeed, but it's very much a budget title, and that's really what it is. And I think they're also making not these guys specifically, but the guys who make what's that game? The bank heist game. The game I was thinking of is Payday 2. It's Payday 2. I actually have that game on digital for both games, Payday 1 and 2. Next up, we have Zone of Enders. So this is a Hideo Kojima game, and I never actually played it. But I will say this: the collector's edition, which unfortunately I can't show you because it's actually put away. It included a nice art book with this game, and it was really really cool. It was another game I actually got at Jane Tagger in the bargain bin, and again I think I paid maybe $15 for the collector's set. And like I said, it come with the game, the book, and I think a few other little things. Really really cool collector's set. And oh my god, I think that is it for the PlayStation 3 game. So, oh my god, goodness, I don't know how long this is. I think it's saying it's 50 minutes. Wow. Anyways, so that's it, guys, for this video. I will have one more video after this one. Right now, I really got to put on the air conditioner because, oh my god, I'm so hot right now. But yeah, we'll be doing a 360 video, which a decent sized collection, definitely not as big as this one. It used to be massive, but I unfortunately sold them all because I was stupid. But yeah, so anyway, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, this is Leburn98. Take care, guys. See ya. Bye. Air conditioner on.